Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and another What's in the Box. Now I do have a few coins to show you this week, but I'll do that a little bit later on in the video. Some I've actually bought and there's a couple that have actually been given to me. Now last week we went through the storage solutions and I did touch on briefly the subject of coin flips. So I thought it was a good excuse to actually get one of the big albums that I've got. And these hold the 50 pences and the £2 coins. I do have another one that has the old half pences, pennies, 2s, 5s, 10s and 20 pences. So these folders, they're actually called presentation folders, I got from Viking Direct. Now originally I got two for £10.66, which included postage and packing. And it was a sort of like only a day delivery, so they came fairly quick. But as you can see, I've got the coin flip pages inside, and because it's a presentation folder, it doesn't mean that the coin flip pages actually stick out the side, so that they do sit inside. And I always store these flat. I never store them upright because it can sort of damage the coin flip pages. Right, there's a few trying to escape there. Now it's a 4-ring binder, and the ring binder's got quite a larger diameter than you can find in normal A4 lever arch files. So I'll just quickly get this page out and show you. So it holds 20 flips, this page. So we're starting from 1969 all the way through. We've got the EEC accession. A lot of these coins are proof only in the early years. It did change to sets as well. A bit, I think it was in the early 80s. We've got the 1983 Britannia. Now, if you think the 2008 Britannia is a low minted at 3.5 million, the 1985 one there, 682,100 that were minted for circulation. They are getting harder to come by. I did look on eBay and I found this one was a while back. I think I might have paid about a £5 for it off the top of my head. It might have even been less. But anyway, these pages fit, like I said, fit nicely inside these presentation folders. Quickly pop that back in. Got a really nice one on the next page. These say presidency again. That's a circulated version, but this one looks like it's just come out of a set. It's so brand new. Now, unfortunately, I've noticed a lot of the proof coins seem to be going slightly toned. The flips themselves for the larger size are 32.5 millimeters. From 1997, when the 50 pence was made smaller, I've used 30 millimeter flips. There's a DD. This is probably the coin that sort of goes into coin collecting in a big way. This one here is a billion uncirculated, but I do have a circulated version as well. And then got a lovely billion uncirculated EEC stars there, celebrating 25 years. Now, a lot of these I did actually annotate what they are. Probably didn't need to put Britannia because there's that many of them. Now, I do have one that will stick out like a sore thumb that really shouldn't be there, but I thought I'll get it anyway. It's following the page on this one. Now, there is a couple of spaces, and I still haven't got a 2009 Shield. I do have a 2010 one that I did find in a hunt. Now, this is the one where you'll see it sticks out like a sore thumb. And that is the Olympic Aquatics with lines over the face. It is just a copy. It was just bit of fun and games. I did send one to Bungle as well. Now that one there, 2011 Royal Shield, again only in sets. I do have one that actually is going to be going into that space. I did find it in a hunt not so long back, but it's in one of the pink albums I've got there at the minute. And 2016 Royal Shield, another one that it's quite hard to get hold of. I did get a 2018 Shield, which is this one at the bottom, because I bought a set of 2018s, but it didn't have the £2 coin in, so it was virtually broken up as it was. So I just took them all out and put them into flips. But I think the price I paid for the 2018 set, excluding that £2 coin, was about the same price as what you could get this 2018, 50 pence for by itself. Now, on this page here, 2019, the reissues, I have got a Kew Gardens, but they're all in a set. But I did get some of these loose ones as well. So that 2019 Kew Gardens is one I will need to get at some point, but they're actually going for silly money at the minute. I think about £75 on its own. Now I did skip one that I should have really shown you. It's a good few pages back. That's that one. So the original Kew Gardens, and this was found in a hunt that I did with my daughter. Actually, it was my daughter that found it, Emma. The hunt was actually done on Christmas Eve, way back in 2020. But by the time it was uploaded, it was sort of January 2021 before it was actually shown on a video. So 210,000. So skipping through, we've done the 2019. There is quite a lot of commemoratives now. I mean, the Platinum Jubilee, which I won't go into the mintage figures on that. So I've got that one there, which is the circulated version. We've got one which is brilliant, uncirculated version. And then we've got this one, which is an NIFC, brilliant uncirculated as well, but it's the one with the Queen on horseback, so the John Bergdahl obverse, as I've put on there. So I've got everything up to and including the R2-D2 and C3PO, 40th anniversary of Star Wars, Return of the Jedi. That page is just I think these came out for like the European Championship for some reason. So you got England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and I think that one was supposed to be Netherlands, I think. So it's just Tale of Peter Rabbits with some decals on. Then we'll move on to the £2 coins. So the first 7, again, some of them are going to be toned. The first 7 were the original £2 coins, which is the single metal. So the Commonwealth Games Edinburgh. We've got Bill of Rights, the Claim of Rights, that's the one that's sort of going to be toned. Bank of England, the Dove of Peace, United Nations, and then the UEFA Euros that was held in England in 1996. And then we've got sort of the definitives and we've got the Commonwealths as well. So there's 3 Commonwealths on that page, and we do have another one on that page as well, which is the Northern Ireland one. So I'm not going to bore you with all the rest. That one there's Magna Carta. Now that is the IRB portraits, so it wasn't the circulated one. I do have the same with the the World War I Navy centenary, which again has the IRB portrait on. So they're ones to look out for, because I know somebody did find a proof one when they went and bought a packet of Polo mints, I think. Right, so 2018 Britannia, that is still outstanding, as is the RAF Lightning. I don't want to buy the actual bunk pack because I would have wanted to take the coin out, so I'm looking for ones with the blue carded version. Now here I've got the 2018 Captain Cook, which I've got there, the miniature 50,185. That one I actually have now, because I managed to buy this from UK Coin Hunt, which I did mention his channel and his website last week. So that Captain Cook from 2018 will be taken out of this little blue card, put it in a flip and put there. Then obviously we've got the 2021 Britannia that nobody has ever seen, right up to and including Era Lovelace, and obviously there'll be a space for the 2022 Britannia, if and when that gets put into circulation as well. So that's the Big Daddy album for the 50 pences and the £2 coins. So the next couple of coins I will actually show you. My youngest daughter Sarah was actually down in London with a boyfriend a few days ago, and managed to pick up a couple of these tokens from the London Eye. They must put different dates on, I would have thought. So that's one view of the London Eye, and then we've got one that's a little bit further away, just tokens, but very nice all the same. And sticking with 50 pences, again with UK Coin Hunt, I managed to get a set of Isle of Man coins that I've been after out for a while, and they're all of them are from 2019, so it's a 5 coin set, and it is the Cricket World Cup that was held in 2019. So here we've got the ITC logo for that one. The next one is, I think that's, is it Stumped? Caught or Catch. That one is a class, I think it's Delivery Stride or something, or the bowling action. And last but not least, Cover Drive. Now there's a bit of moisture on that one, but all of these apparently have come from sealed bags, so the condition isn't too bad. There's a few little scratches where obviously the coins may have been knocked about in the bag, but I'm very happy with them, because it is a set that, like I say, I've been after for quite some time. Now, there was a question posed last week by Peter Douglas regarding how I catalogue my coins. I actually said I didn't have a catalogue system. I don't know why I said that, because it was late at night when I was replying, and I thought about it, and I think, hang on a minute, I do have a catalogue system. Now, Peter says he uses like a bit of paper or something and writes it all down and keeps it inside like a plastic folder. Now I know a lot of people probably have a notebook that they do the same thing. I used to have something similar. However, the easiest thing to do now is your mobile phone. So I've got a few apps on here which I'll just quickly go through. This first one is Coinoscope. Now you can get these apps probably from your Apple store, or if you've actually got an Android phone, you get it from, is it the Play, I think it's called. So Coinoscope, this one here. If you've got a coin that you're not sure what it is, you can sort of take a photograph and you get the results. So you've got the little zoom button there if you want to use that. That bit there's the camera, and then it'll come down on the bottom what or the nearest thing it might be. Now sometimes the pictures come up with a different thing, so you've got to be right. But that is a good app to have. This one here, Coins UK. Now this is like a log site as well. And it also allows you to log any territory coins as well. So you've got the 50 pences, Olympic 50 pences, they're the old round £1, and I think it's the up-to-date ones as well. Then you just sort of click which ones you want to use. So I mean, say if I hadn't got that one, just click on that. But if you touch it, the whole thing, it actually gives you all the mintage figures. Now there's a few of these aren't sort of up to date as far as I can see. I know it's the 50 pences, especially the like the shield variety. I don't seem to update these very quickly. You see it's got every single 50 pence on there. But usually any new issues, that they seem to take a while to update. So obviously we haven't got the oh yeah, we do have the R2D2, so it's up there, but I'm sure that one came out after. That one should have come out after the National Health Service one. Right, where are we? So the shield here, for instance, if you click on that one, again it's got like the years of issue. 2009, obviously the one that I'm still waiting to get. 2016, one I'm still waiting to get. But the 2020, it's got unknown mintage figures. Now we do know there was over 46.5 million. So again, that one hasn't been updated. Obviously the 2022, we do know that there was 9.5 million of those now, with the mintage figures coming out the other week. And then at the bottom there you've got territories. You can go into the £5 coins if you have them, pre-1997. There's loads of ways you can actually log them on there, and by doing that it just means you've got the phone in to hand. So if you're out and about and you think, oh, I'm not sure if I've got that coin or not, you can actually just take your phone out, log in, and have a look. Now this one here, check your change. Now these it's basically the UK coins. Now that one there I don't have, which is the standard circulated version. Now I was lucky enough to win one on Dan Temple's channel, so when that comes through, I'll be updating that one. But if you click on wherever it is, it tells you whether you've got it or not. You can put on how many you have, and whether it's used, circulated or uncirculated. It gives you sort of what the price is at the minute as well. Now that is an add-on. You do need to pay for that one, and I think it's £3.99 for an annual membership. So £3.99. So it's what works out about about 30 odd pence a month or thereabouts. and you've got the different denominations up the top. You've also got the striker ones as well. I know I've got a few more striker ones than what's on here, but I haven't got all of them. There is supposed to be 36. It says I've only got 3. But obviously you can find out when each of the dates were for each of the striker runs, so that's pretty interesting as well. It's I must admit, striker ones aren't what I tend to sort of keep, but they are well worth getting, because I know there's one in particular which was quite a bit, which was this one here. So 350 quid now is what they expect it to be. So they reckon, say there was only 508 issued. Right, so that's those 3 apps. Now there is another one which is probably a little bit more superior, and that is NewMister. Now you don't need to be signed in to do it or register for it. You can actually just use it as is, but if you want to log any of your coins, you will need to register for the site. So it's newmister.com. The little EN just stands for English. And then there's various options. You can have coins, you can have banknotes, exonomia, which is basically like tokens, and I think it's military medals, things like that. But just for argument's sake, so there's different ways people go into this, but I just like to go into the all issuers one. And if you can click on there, so we'll just put on India. Right, so you've got various India, British India, etc. So I'll just click on the India one. Any date, we'll go for 2011 and search. So it brings up every coin from 2011. And then if you click into it, India is one that you probably won't get mintage figures for. I know Russia is another one, probably Belarus. I think Hungary, I don't think you get them from there either. But each one will even tell you what a mintage figure is, if there was any. The little mint marks, so there we've got a diamond, which is Bombay. The one there was like a little dot, that's Noida mint. You've got the star there, was Hyderabad. So there's, like I say, loads of information. Now, I'm just going to quickly log in. Obviously, I've just called it the name of the channel. The password, which I'm going to do off camera. There we go. So you'll be presented with this page. So it tells you how many coins you have in total, if there's any to swap, any different coins, the types, because sometimes there's different variations on when they might have changed, for instance, like the Britannia to the Shield. How many countries? I've only got 120, but if you want to watch anything with world coins, you've got Christopher Collects, he does one every week. There's Laughter. I don't think he's done an update on world coins for a while, but you can probably check his site out for any of the battle catalogues. Mr. and Mrs. Snappy, they tend to do one, I think it's on a daily basis. Now this bit here, where it's got view all coins, if you click on that, these are all the countries that I do actually have. So if we go down to, well, we'll go down to United Kingdom. And you can search it by whichever way you want. Now, here I've got, when you go into to actually log the coin, you can call it whatever you want. Now, for instance, P that I've got here, it stands for pre-decimal. I've got one that's U, which I think it's UK territories. Actually, we'll we'll go in and log one. So we'll go into this one. So if you've got more than one, you can even put the grade on if you want the buy-in value. So if you bought it for a certain amount, you can put that in as well. So the collections, so you got like the P for pre-decimal. I've also got the decimal coins, so prefixed with the letter D. I've got one with T for tokens, U for the UK territories, and W for world coins. And it annotates a colour as well. That's just an automatic. So I'll just save that and come out. So like I say, NewMister.com is probably the main favourite because it gives you a lot more information that you can't get on those other apps that I showed you. So anyway, that's it for today. So let us know what you think. Have you got these apps? Do you use them? And until next time, thank you for watching. Enjoy yourselves and keep on hunting, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.